If you're running a service-based business, construction, painting, electrical, anything like that, your tools are everything. But what if I told you your most valuable tool isn't in your truck, it's online? Today we're going to break down why a professional website isn't just some nice-to-have luxury anymore. Nope, it's an absolute necessity. So let's get into it.
So I want to start with a really direct question. Is your business invisible online? I mean, think about it for a second. We live in a world where customers search first, and then maybe they call second. Your online visibility is literally your business's lifeline. If a potential client can't find you with a quick search, then to them, you pretty much don't exist.
I mean, let's just look at how much things have changed. It wasn't that long ago that business came from word of mouth. Maybe a flyer you left at the local hardware store, or a listing in the yellow pages. That was the old way. But the new reality? It's a completely different game. Today's customers, they're starting on Google, they're checking online reviews, and, this is the big one, they are visiting your website to see your work before they even think about picking up the phone.
And that brings us right to our first section here, what I'm calling the invisibility trap. We are going to tackle some of the most common myths that keep hardworking business owners just like you from building the online presence they absolutely need to thrive today.
Do any of these sound familiar? Oh, word of mouth is all I need. Or maybe my clients aren't really online. Look, these are super common beliefs, but they're traps. They really can hold your business back. Word of mouth is fantastic, don't get me wrong, but it is no longer enough all by itself. And thinking a simple social media page can replace a professional website? That's a huge mistake. Each one of these ideas can leave you totally invisible to a massive pool of potential customers who are out there, right now, actively searching for what you do.
So here's the real takeaway. Your website is your digital storefront. It's that simple. It's the online version of your shop or your office. It's open 24/7, it's where you get to show off your absolute best work, and it's the very first impression you make. In today's market, not having one is like having a business with no sign on the door.
Okay, so let's move on and see how we build this out. We're calling this section Your Blueprint for Trust, and that's because a great website does so much more than just list information. It builds your credibility instantly, before you've even said a word to a client. And look, the concepts behind a modern, trustworthy website are actually pretty simple. This isn't about flashy, over-the-top animations. No way. It's all about being clean, professional, and just easy to use. When a potential customer lands on your site and they can immediately find what they're looking for, you've already started building that foundation of trust. It just shows you're a pro and that you care about their experience.
Which brings us to this next crucial point. You can't just tell people you do great work. You have to show them. High-quality photos, powerful before and after galleries, maybe even some video testimonials from happy clients. That's your proof. This visual evidence is what turns a curious visitor into a confident potential customer. It's the difference between saying you're an expert and flat-out proving it.
This leads us perfectly into our third section, being always open on any device, because your digital storefront needs to be accessible wherever your customers are. And you know what? More often than not, they are on their phones. I mean, just look at this chart. It tells a really powerful story. Around 70% of your potential customers are looking for services like yours on a mobile device. They might be on a job site, in their car, sitting on their couch, wherever. If your website is a pain to use on a phone, you are potentially turning away the vast majority of your audience. That is a massive, massive missed opportunity. So, the solution to this problem is something called responsive design. I know it sounds a little technical, but the idea is super simple. It's just a design that automatically adjusts itself to fit any screen perfectly. This makes sure that every single visitor has a great experience, whether they're on a giant desktop monitor or a tiny little smartphone. It is no longer an optional feature, it's the absolute standard for any professional website today.
Okay, so you've built trust, your site works everywhere, fantastic. Now let's talk about the most important part. Turning those website clicks into actual paying clients. A great website isn't some passive brochure. It's an active, lead-generating machine. See, a well-structured website creates a really clear path for your visitors. Think of it like this. They show up, they see your amazing work, you make it incredibly easy for them to get in touch, and then they reach out. This journey from being a total stranger to becoming a lead should be as simple and frictionless as possible. The goal is to guide them, not make them hunt around for information.
And the final step on that journey is your contact page. And it's not just about listing a phone number. It's about giving clients options.
Some people want to call right away. Others prefer to email, and a simple contact form, that's perfect for a quick, low-pressure question. Each little element here serves a purpose, making it easy for customers to connect with you in whatever way they feel most comfortable.
And hey, don't forget about social media. By linking your website to your social profiles, you create this really powerful loop. Social media drives interested people to your website to see your portfolio, and your website can send them back to your social media to see your latest updates. It creates this cohesive online presence that's constantly building trust and visibility.
So let's bring it all together in our final section, your hardest working tool. We really need to stop thinking of a website as some static page and start seeing it for what it truly is, a tireless 24/7 sales and marketing engine for your business. This quote right here just summarizes the whole idea perfectly. A professional website is not just about looking good. It's a strategic tool. It enhances your credibility, it boosts your visibility, and it gives you a serious edge in a crowded market. Best part, it works for you even when you're on a job or at home, fast asleep.
So I'll leave you with this one final thought. You work hard every single day to deliver quality for your clients. There's no doubt about that. The real question is your website working as hard as you do to bring those clients to your door? If the answer is no, well, it might be time to invest in your most valuable tool. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.